So it's time for another tale from the Dungeon Master, and we're going back into my Apocalypse Squad story. So, first off, I got a couple of things. I remember the name of the half elf sorcerer. That was Jardon. So, the only one I don't remember now is the name of the monk. And I wasn't too familiar with the pantheon of Pathfinder at the time. So I pretty much just took the gods from the Forgotten Realm and used them pretty much wholesale, minor changes, like names. So if I use a name from the Forgotten Realms pantheon, that's why. So the death race started because a cosmic entity that was at war with the AO equivalent. Now, AO in Forgotten Realms was the overgod, the guy that on whom all of reality spun. He required no worship to have his powers. He just sat back, listened, and made sure reality was working. Well, this cosmic entity had been there in the primordial whatever and was actually the patron of the chaos god that Lucy slew in her backstory. So this god of, or this cosmic entity was gathering kinetic energy so that it could fight the AO equivalent. Because it wanted to be the hub of which all of reality spins, not the AO equivalent. So it started having these races all throughout the cosmos, on all kinds of planets and whatnot. And then it finally gets to the Pathfinder planet. And the party, of course, finds out about it through Minerva's visions. And they realize that they're going to need some way to get up to not only be fast enough, but be able to fight. So Lucy and Jardon, they get together and they build this essentially an SUV with magically empowered boosters and gunpowder based weapons and magic weapons and all that. Basically, they're wanting something that if it can't outrun it, it can outfight it, and if it can't outfight it, it can outrun it. So the party's like, okay, well, how are we going to do this? And Lucy, without missing a beat, goes like, well, if we kill our opponents, this cosmic entity can't gather their kinetic energy. And then when we fight them, it's just going to be us. And this being a mostly good aligned party with Dorgal and Lucy being the real exception, they're all just kind of trying to figure out how they need to handle this. But the two that could have been the most problematic, Minerva and Marcus, they were pretty much okay with it. I mean, Minerva had taken this whole I'll do what I have to in order to save the realms. Laws be damned. And Marcus, this is after his tournament arc where his Deva mother tried to destroy reality, and he's still kind of wrestling with that, and he comes to realize that I have to prioritize what's good over what's lawful, and what's good is protecting these innocent people. So if I have to do this horrible thing, then I will do so. So they go into this race, and it's like road rash, where they get close to. I have them running, barreling down up kind of a magical highway, blowing up their enemies, dashing through all kinds of terrain. And when they finally get to the end, they find this kinetically empowered cosmic golem. Cosmically empowered with dark power from beyond the realms and made of the scales of a cosmic dragon. So they're in for a fight. So they end up having to blow through all of their spells, damn near break their weapons because they're having to fight this thing. And they end up completely destroying their car. Because, I mean, they had to. I mean, this thing was too strong. But thankfully, with the defeat of this golem, they managed to drain the kinetic energy that the cosmic entity was using to fight the AO equivalent. So that's two apocalypses averted. And both Lucy and Jardon are pretty proud of themselves. I mean, they did something amazing. They created a Magitech vehicle that they could end up rebuilding and using for their adventures, which when they talk to each other outside of the game, they actually end up doing just that. So now at this point, the Apocalypse Squad not only has teleportation spells from Jardon, but also this big battle SUV that they can just take throughout the land and crush anything in their way. So of course, at that point, I'm just like, well, let's ramp up the stakes a little bit since they have this awesome vehicle. All right. Well, that's two of the initial six down. Four more to go, plus the few that I ended up doing after that. Before I'm out of Apocalypse Squad stories. Like I said last time, I'll just talk about them as I remember them. Till next time, peace.